Hello, Marek. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's nice to see you here again at Crack The Bouldering Gym. And what we did today was a steep pink boulder, which goes along the line of our main overhang at the bouldering gym. And what I'd like to do is break it down into sections and talk about how I overcome the difficulties of climbing steep boulders. So obviously, when you approach such a boulder, the first thing you think about is, oh, this is just, I'm going to be so tired hanging on my arms. But in fact, you don't have to hang on your arms, because if you use precise feet and if you use your body's momentum to your advantage, then it's actually much easier to complete the boulder and much less tiring. So the first aspect I would like to talk about is the start. When many climbers approach such a boulder, they see the first hold, they make a move, and then they make the next move. But how about making the move and using your body's energy to sway back and right onto the better hold, which makes everything much easier.
So if you can just show the wrong way and the right way.
So I'm starting my boulder, I've placed my feet, I think, oh, that's too far, okay. I'm going to use this and pull up on it. But in fact, you don't have to pull up on it. You can start with your body, swaying your body, start using your energy and use the energy to go straight into the boulder. So obviously in this boulder, I used my feet a lot to my advantage, which is the second thing I wanted to talk about. And this was a key foothold that I used. And a very important thing which many climbers don't do is they don't actually look at their feet when they're climbing. And this is key, especially when you have a hard foot placement where you have to swap from a heel hook to just a toe placement. You have to actually physically look and decide where you're going to place your heel hook, for example, so that it's not too far, it's not too near, but it's just exactly where you want it to be in order to make the next move easier. With this one here, I actually looked. This is where I want it. Yep, perfect. And I did 2 moves from one heel hook, just because I looked at my foot and I placed it exactly where I wanted it to go.
Can you show us the wrong placement and the right placement again? I will concentrate for a second just on your heel only. Oh, this is the wrong one.
This is too far. It's going to fall, and I'm not going to be able to cross my left hand over to the next move, to the next hold.
And now the right way, if you please.
Now I can really dig into that move, get my hips close to the wall, bring my knee in, and make the next move. The last aspect I wanted to talk about in this boulder is the ending. It's a very specific boulder because there's no wall at the bottom. So what do you do with your feet? You can't smear. Or can you? In this case, when I was at the top, I had my left foot here with a foot placement that I looked at. I made sure it was exactly where I wanted it to be. That was my left foot. And then my right foot, I brought right up under to smear on this black panel, which also automatically raised my hips up and allowed me to make the last move to the final hold. And then what I did is I just moved my hips to the left and really sat on this foothold. And that gave me the balance to match. So once again, bringing my foot up here and smearing on this black panel, what that did was it allowed me to raise my hips in order to make the next move, and also took some weight off my arms, because the higher you raise your hips and the higher you raise your legs, the less strenuous the moves will become for your arms. So, as it turns out, climbing steep boulders doesn't have to be so difficult. As long as you use your body's energy and momentum that you create to your advantage, look at those feet and make precise foot placements and try and get your hips to really follow into the movement. Happy climbing!
Bye!